Good afternoon, everybody. Today, on this occasion, I would like to present our research group titled Deep Learning to Solve Problems in Various Sectors, a systematic literature review. Before I started this presentation, I would like to introduce the members of our group, which are Professor Ida Hamidah, Dr. Agus Setiawan, and myself, Nisa Aulia Saputra. Our research group is focused in deep learning. Here is the presentation outline. First is a background of the research. Second is our research purpose. Third is the method of our research. And fourth is a result and conclusion of our research. Without further ado, here is the background of this study. As we know, we are in the era of technology 4.0, where any system that we use is connected to internet. And we cannot be denied that technology advances bring us to the new complicated problem. Mostly the new problem is regarding to the technology system in sector or company. In many sectors, they have to change their company system into the modern system. If they still in the conventional system, they can't compete with their competitor. For the example, in manufacturing sector, for machining process identifying, we should have used the modern system to recognize about the machining process. And also about the problem, we limited about the human abilities to solve the complicated problem. And as we know, in this era of technology 4.0, we can use the artificial intelligence as the emergence of artificial intelligence as a sign of technology 4.0. The advantages of using artificial intelligence to solve our problem is because they use big data as their database. So the solution they provide wider and comprehensive, and they provide the algorithm which more easy and detailed for solve the problem, that is deep learning. The aim of this systematic review is to provide an overview of the use of deep learning intelligence method for solving problems in various sectors. Okay, here is the intelligent method of deep learning. Deep learning had three intelligent methods in general. There are MLP, CNN, and RNN. MLP is a multi-layer perceptron, and CNN is convolutional neural network, and RNN is a recurrent neural network. The general difference of this intelligent method is in the input process. If you choose the multi-layer perceptron, or the another name is artificial intelligence, you have to put tabular data in as the input process. But if you had the image data as the input process, so you can choose the convolutional neural network. And then if you had the data set to the input process is about the sequence data like time series, text, and audio, you have to choose recurrent neural network as intelligent method of deep learning that you can choose to solve your problem. And this is our research methodology. First is literature screening. Second is research question. And third is search strategy. About the literature screening, we search the article which has published in 2011 until 2021 with any keyword are related to deep learning. And second, we are search the article from various trusted publisher such as Elsevier, IEEE, Sage Journal, and Taylor and Francis. And then Last, we are classified the dataset into several categories, such as journal article, conference paper, and review. Here is the publisher infographic. From the literature that we had downloaded, we got 73% from the Elsevier. We obtained 51 articles about deep learning. And then the second one is the IEEE publisher. We obtained 12 articles about deep learning. And third is Sage Journal. We obtained 6 articles about deep learning. And Springer, we obtained about 1 article about deep learning. And about the dataset category, we had several dataset category. There are article journal, conference paper, and article review. And we have 20% article journal of our dataset, and we obtain 42 articles journal about deep learning, and then 60% of conference paper. There we obtain 14 conference paper about deep learning. And third, about the article review, we have 20% article review of dataset categories. We obtain 14 articles review about deep learning. Next is our research question. Our research question of our systematic data review are: first is, how can deep learning algorithm have been used to solve any problem in various sector? And second is, which intelligent method of deep learning have been used for solve any problem in various sector? And then this is our search strategy. Our search strategy follow from Klompenberg et al. In 2020 about search strategy. First, they are said that the first step we have to do is define a research question, and then we define search protocol, and then third, we have to select database, and then after we have select database, we have to define search strings, and then after we had defined search strings, we had to define publication selection criteria, and last, we have to revise search protocol. About the result of research, we provide the overview of deep learning neural network to solve any problem in various sectors. As you can see in the table, we have a sector, problem analysis, intelligent method, deep learning result, and neural network. If you can see the sector, in the first sector is about medical sector, and the problem analysis in medical sector is like tumor characterization and prediction of treatment response and survival. And the intelligent method that they use is CNN, or convolutional neural network. Why they choose CNN? Because they had a data set about image, X-ray image, and then CT scan image. So they can put the image into the CNN intelligent method to solve the problem. The problem is the prediction of treatment response and survival about tumor characterization. And deep learning result of this medical sector is machine learning has shown the potential to use currently unused data available on patients' medical imaging scans for building predictive models that lead to improved diagnosis and ultimate outcome for patients with different head and neck disorders, especially head and neck cancer. And in the last table, we can see the neural network of CNN. We can see the upsampling, downsampling, and convolutional. And this is the overview of neural network. First, we have to input the process that is image data from the CT scan or the X-ray, and you can put the image into the input process, and then the CNN will process the prediction, and to solve as their output process, they can prediction the image is tumor characterization or not tumor characterization. In the manufacturing sector, the problem analysis is to finding optimization method for curvilinear Stephen panels based on deep learning based models, which enable their intelligent design. And the intelligent method they use is CNN. Deep learning result is the result established that the proposed optimization framework based on deep learning based model performs better than traditional SBO methods. In particular, it exhibits excellent performance with respect to structural layout design with variable number of stiffeners, which cannot be addressed using traditional models. And in the last table, we can see the neural network. As we can see the neural network is also contain the hidden layer. So if we see in the last table and the point D, we can see input table or input layer in the left side, and then in the middle side we can see the hidden layer. There is layer one, sorry, there are layer one, layer two until layer six. And for the output process, we can see in right side, we can see the output process, and then there is the neural network that CNN have to solve the problem about the manufacturer. And then about the manufacturer again, but the different problem. This problem, about feature recognition for help convolutional, about help conventional machining process. As we know, if we choose conventional machining process, we have to recognize the feature, so we can choose what machining process that we have to choose. And this problem analysis can use intelligent method. There is CNN. Why CNN? Because the input process of this problem is 3D image from CAD application or from CAD software. And the deep learning result is this work combines the insight from the recent development in 3D CNNs and transferring learning to propose an intelligent approach in identifying the machining process from a CAD model. So with this neural network, with this CNN neural network, we start with the 3D image from the software CAD, and then we put into the convolutional neural network intelligent method in deep learning, and then the CNN will process until the output process is recognized about what is the feature and what the machining process that can be used to make this feature. And then we have the architectural computing sector and CAD drawing. If the architectural computing, the problem analysis investigates the possibility of considerable speeding up the outcome of such computationally intensive simulation. And the intelligent method they choose is CNN, and the result of the entire process of investigating different machine learning models and a pipeline for training them on such tasks have been encouraging enough to indicate potential extension of the system into an array of different analyses that require a floor plan as an input, particularly in environmental analysis like glare, which seem to be a recurring problem in the architectural sector. As you can see in the right side of the table, you can see the neural network. The neural network is about image data that that can be processed with CNN, and then the result of the CNN process you can see in the right side. Last is CAD drawing sector. The problem analysis is automatic 3D CAD model classification. And the intelligent method that they used is DNN. DNN is deep neural network. If we can see in the first slide, I just say three of intelligent method. There are CNN, and then MLP and RNN. DNN, we can see DNN with MLP2. So DNN same as MLP. And then the deep learning result is according to prior knowledge of the CAD domain. Features are selected and extracted from 3D CAD model first, and then pre-processed as high-dimensional input factors for category recognition. And you can see the neural network in the right table. And then we can see about the stuff in the 3D CAD model classification. Until the DNN can classification, what feature that the neural network process. Okay, in this sector, we have food processing sector. And then the problem analysis is food processing tasks like food grading, safety and quality check, and etc. Intelligent method that we can use is ANN. ANS is same with MLP. The deep learning result is a neural network and tin oxide chemical sensor array-based fruit ripening process have been developed. With higher accuracy, the proposed system can classify the fruit samples and can predict the no of days the fruit has been stored. Moreover, it is predicted that the electronic nose might be imagined as a worldwide extant system regulated for resolving the maturity or a multi-instrument sham to take out the indicator for which it has been standardized. And then you can see the neural network of ANN in the right table. Okay, and here is the last part of our presentation. There is conclusion. Based on the result of the systematic literature review, we know that deep learning can help us to solve the big problem with any input process. We can choose any intelligent method of deep learning to solve our problem. As we know from the work system of deep learning, if we have the tabular data, such as formula or any tabular data, you can choose ANN model or MLP model as your intelligent method. But if we have the sequence data like time series, text, audio as an input process, so we can choose RNN model. And last, if we have image as an input process, so we can choose CNN model. That's all for us. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon, everybody, and stay healthy.